fine. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Ludmila, Mustafa saw in what situation I am. So
I understand. Okay, Flora, ready. Please open your presentation and your study. Please give. You are
yes,
ready?
but I can't. Yes, ready, but I can't find the arrow to view more. To upload the presentation.
Presentation, yeah. Your
But
presentation.
I can't.
Really?
I can't find the icon to share. Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Okay. You see share arrow icon?
Yes, I saw it. Sorry.
Okay, we are waiting.
Just a moment to close everything because okay. Window presentation is okay.
Yes.
Can you see?
Everything okay.
Okay. Okay, hello again. I have prepared something for SMEs, small and medium enterprises, and the challenges and opportunities in the economic development of Albania. All know that small and medium-sized enterprises are businesses whose size is defined by certain criteria. Small enterprises typically have fewer than 50 employees, and medium ones usually have between 50 and 250 employees. In many economies, SMEs are vital to economic health due to their significant role in job creation, innovation, and local economic development. What is the role in the economy? As I said before, the first one, job creation, because SMEs are significant employers providing jobs to a large percentage of the workforce. They can employ people in various sectors such as manufacturing, services, and agriculture. They help in the economic growth because they contribute to the growth of GDP. The third one is innovation and competition. SMEs are often more flexible and innovative compared to larger companies. This innovation also helps in maintaining competition in the marketplace. The fourth one, regional development. SMEs tend to be more geographically dispersed than large corporations. They help in local economic integration by providing goods and services to their communities. The fifth one, diversification of the economy, often serves niche markets, providing specialized products or services that may not be economically viable for large companies to address, helping exports and international trade, helps also in labor mobility and skills development, and the last one, social and economic inclusion. There are more helps for the SMS, but I try to put all the most important. Well, what is the main purpose of this study is to analyze how SMEs impact development of Albanian economy and how they serve to improve the economy and reduce the unemployment rate. The methodology used for this study is the analysis of data obtained from 120 SMEs in Durrana. Durrana is the zone between Tirana and Durrës because it's an economic zone interviewed through an online questionnaire. We have chosen this zone because it's a very developed one. Overview of the current situation of SMEs in Albania. SMEs in Albania have experienced remarkable development in more than 30-year history of the economic transition. Of course, as all business in Albania, they had the crisis of during the years 1997 and some years after that. Developing small and medium-sized businesses is considered the most efficient instrument for transition economies, generating sustainable economic growth, employment, and poverty reduction. The number of SMEs in Albania are very high because we are a small country and can't make so big companies. The agriculture and services sector have the highest share of total employment in the economy, representing almost 80% of the working population in 2020. This small, according to Instat, Institute of Statistics of Albania, these small enterprises, mainly from the accommodation and food services and trade sectors, were hit the most during the pandemic, according to Economic Commission in 2021. In 2020, SMEs represented 99.8% of all enterprises and employed 81.9% of the working population of Albania. As we see, the number of SMEs and employed people is very high here, as I said before, because we are a small country. Albania continues implementing its 2021-2027 businesses and investment development strategy, of course, focusing on SME development and innovation, investment, attractiveness, internationalization, and human capital development. The business community asserts that the critical persistent challenges that harm the business climate are corruption, the informal economy, and unfair competition, the lack of transparency in public procurement procedures, the lack of predictability of legislation, bureaucracy, and an inefficient public-private consultation mechanism. Even the government has taken a lot of procedures, but this kind of critical challenges are still in our SMEs companies. Regarding entrepreneurship skills, intensive training for start-uppers is offered by the Albanian Information Society Agency. Through tech-based and entrepreneurship has been added to the pre-university of curricula. So some of these are also added in the curricula of the secondary school. The methodology, primary data were collected using an online questionnaire formulated in Google Forms. The sample of this study, it was 120 random SMEs located in the Durrana economic zone. Durrana is Durrës and Tirana. The limitation of this study about the survey consists, first of all, of the number of respondents and the need for more trust of entrepreneurs to give information about their economic activity. Results of the questionnaire, the first set of graphs are in which city of Albania does your business operate. As we see, 50% of them are in Tirana, 32% in Durrës, and the other one are between Durrës and Tirana. How many years has your business been operating in the market? 67% of them, that is a bigger percentage, is more than 10 years. What industry of the economy does your business belongs to? As we see, 48%, almost the half one, is trade, and followed by the services with 22%. So as we see, industry, it has a very small percentage. The second set of graphs, business stability, operating business location, economic profitability, and number of employees. As we see in the first graph, do you consider the location where you develop your activity to be suitable for the progress of the business? 67% of them are responded yes, and 22% almost are not so satisfied, and 11% have said no, but maybe the condition of their money or the place have pushed them to develop their activity in the location that don't want to be there. How much was the profit of your business during the last year? As we see, 42% are more than 2 million lek, that is nearly 20,000 euro. How many employees are currently employed in your company? 41% of them have more than 10 people. And as we see, also 30% have 1 to 3, that is a small familiar business. The third set is financial involvement, new technology and machinery. To finance your business, have you applied to any financial institution? Unfortunately, only 40% have done this, maybe for the fact that they have no money to pay after taking the financial the finance. In the last 3 years, have you invested the introduction of new technology or in your business? Unfortunately, here only 44% of them have said yes, and the others said no. Have you purchased any new or used machinery in recent years for your business? And 46% of them are responded used one, not new, because they don't have so much money to buy a new one. And 27% have said no, not used and not new one. So it's not a good situation for them. The last one is financial support, national and international project. Have you had to change your sales strategy during the COVID period? They said yes, because the people haven't worked and they has reduced the salaries. Have you benefited from the financial assistance schemes provided by the government during the COVID-19? Only 30% of them have said yes. Not a good situation for them. And have you benefited from EU grants to invent in your business development? Only 10% of them are responded yes, and mostly in agriculture, because in industry is very difficult. Government support, information, training, and legislation. Have you participated in meetings, round tables that have been held for education, business information about legislation, and facilitating practices for investment in order to develop your businesses according to the law? And fortunately, 66% of them are responded yes. Do you think that the policies followed in our country are supportive of small and medium-sized businesses? 89% of them are responded yes, but I think maybe I responded not with their voluntary. Recommendations, seeing all these graphs by the based on the problems facing SME sector and the challenges and strategies for further development of their activities, we recommend that firstly Albania need to build on its already well-developed advisory support services provided by the Albanian Investment Development Agency, to extend its offer of programs to SMEs at the risk of financial distress. Secondly, Albania needs to increase financial support schemes for them. Thirdly, Albania needs to create a conducive business environment for SMS digitalization and e-commerce adoption. And finally, ensuring the practical realization and monitoring of green measures is crucial for encouraging Albanian SMEs greening transition. And as conclusion, analyzing the business ability, positive results were obtained from the questionnaire, especially the data on business location, positive profit, and number of employees. However, analyzing the financial involvement and support, it was evident that there is still a need to increase financial education, which will support their stability, and increase their new technology investment. Another challenge that goes directly to the local and central authorities is to increase the accessibility and participation of SMEs to meetings, roundtables, organized for information about new legislation and facilitating practices for grants EU projects. Concluding, SMEs in Albania will continue to be a significant contributor to the economic development. And thank you for your attention. Teşekkür ederim, brother.
Thank you, Flora. Especially thanks much more because you were very patient. Thank you for all. Okay. Thank you for valuable information about Flora's presentation. Now, next speaker is dear Ludmila. Ludmila is best of friend of mine. Thank you again. Ludmila is in Coimbra University in Prague. And I would like invite dear Ludmila. Ludmila, you are ready?
Yes. Just a moment. Yes, yes, I'm ready.
Okay, okay. Please, control is on you.
Okay.
Dear Kevzike.
Just a moment.
Okay. Ludmila.
Yes, yes, yes. Just a moment. I'm trying to share my presentation.
Okay. Now, is that dear Kevzike? Can you hear me?
Tabii ki dinleyebiliyorum. Benim sesim geliyor mu hocam?
Yes, all right. If you can please English say, okay?
Is my presentation visible now?
Yes.
Mustafa, is my presentation visible?
Yes, Ludmila. Now,
yes. Ready. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes, all right.
Today I would like to speak about escape pathogens in the total environment. I'm sorry, is slides moving? Because sometimes it's a problem.
It's not moving.
It's not moving. Okay. So
Now, yes.
Now, yes. Okay. So I will leave in.
There's no problem, Ludmila. You can go.
I don't know why. When I'm sharing for full screen, it's not moving presentation. I don't know why.
No problem, because we can see.
So I can continue like that, or better to start again to try for the full screen, or I can continue.
Okay.
Okay. Today I will speak about escape pathogens, and it's very important topic for environment, for also medicine. Environmental contamination by antibiotics and their residues has numerous negative consequences, and one of the most significant is formation of soil resistance and the spread of antimicrobial resistance. And World Health Organization classified antimicrobial resistance as a major global health concern. So given that soils provide near 98.8% of the world food, the soil microbiome plays a critical role in the transmission of antimicrobial resistance to humans. So why this study is needed? Those findings underscore the urgent need for improved monitoring and management strategies to control antibiotic contamination and curb the spread of escape pathogens and mitigate antimicrobial resistance in terrestrial ecosystems. So here briefly outline, so objectives, introduction, antibiotic contamination impact on soil microbiome case studies, materials and methods, results and discussion and conclusion. So our objectives were first, evaluate the long-term impact of using enrofloxacin contaminated organic manure on the functional and taxonomic structure of the soil microbiome. Second, determine the antibiotic resistance profiles of soil bacteria across different agroecosystems. Third, isolate escape pathogens from the soil microbiome and assess their antibiotic-resistant profiles. And four, analyze the dynamic of escape pathogens and other antibiotic-resistant bacteria spread over 5 years period in agroecosystems cultivating Capsicum annum, Vitis vinifera, Rubus idalius, and Petroselenium crispum. Here you can see a diagram that about pharmaceutical contamination of environment as a major actually public health challenge. And we can see here that the highest percentage belongs to anti-inflammatory drug and antibiotics. So antibiotic pollution has become a critical global issue, threatening soil, water, and air ecosystems, and under the urgent need for action to protect public health and environmental integrity. And in this context, it's very important to consider One Health approach. So One Health concept is a comprehensive integrated approach aimed at balancing and optimizing the health of humans, animals, and environment. And in this case, it's very important to consider also environmental resistance, human resistance, and animal resistance. And environmental resistance includes soil microbiome, soil resistance, water resistance, and air resistance. And of course, due to vertical and horizontal exchange of genes of antibiotic resistance from environment to animal health and human health, it should be considered this One Health approach. So it's really a multidisciplinary problem. Here you can see the main factors of antimicrobial spreading in agriculture. First of all, climate changes. Climate changes affect biodiversity, ecosystem health. Of course, climate changes have a huge impact on soil microbiome, on structure, taxonomy structure, functional structure, and of course, because of those changes, numbers of escape pathogens can increase in ecosystems. Second factor is pollution. So pollution of water, soil, air also can affect of spreading escape pathogens, and not only escape pathogens, but different pathogenic microorganisms. And the third one, overusing of antibiotics, especially in agricultural sector. And all those factors affect environment security, food security, and health security. So what is actually escape pathogens and why escape? Escape is abbreviation and is an acronym that include first letters of most dangerous pathogenic bacteria, such as Enterococcus faecium, Staphylococcus aureus, Klebsiella pneumoniae, Acinetobacter baumannii, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, and Enterobacter species. And in 2017, actually, World Health Organization published first time a list of pathogens for which new effective treatment was urgently needed. And those bacteria are in the priority list. And why escape pathogens are different from other pathogens? First of all, due to their increased resistance to commonly used antibiotics such as penicillin, vancomycin, carbapenems, and more. And also including even antibiotics such as macrolides of 4th generation. In our study, we considered effect of contamination by residues of antibiotics in different agroecosystems. in agroecosystems of Vitis vinifera, Capsicum annum, Rubus idaeus, Petroselenium crispum. And of course, we also had control without antibiotic contamination. Analysis of antibiotic residues we done with high-performance liquid chromatography. All microbiological studies were conducted according standard protocols, and additionally for escape pathogens was provided PCR analysis. And antibiotic resistance of the microorganisms we analyzed by KRP power method following ELCAST recommendations. And to determine the antibiotic resistance of microorganisms, we selected 12 antibiotics of main pharmacological groups. And additionally, metronidazole and rifampicin, clindamycin, we tested to anaerobic microbiota. Before we will consider results, I would like to tell a few words about this specific antibiotic. This enrofloxacin belongs to fluoroquinolones, and fluoroquinolones is the group of the most used classes of antibiotics in agriculture. So in the environment, enrofloxacin can undergo degradations by different processes, including photolysis, biodegradation, oxidation by mineral oxides, but it's not sensitive to hydrolysis. And despite those degradation mechanisms, environmental half life of enrofloxacin is very long. What does it mean? That enrofloxacin can persist in the environment significantly longer than other antibiotics. And of course, effect of this persistence from this antibiotic will be significantly higher in comparison with other antibiotics. Of course, it depends also from concentration, but if generally we will consider this group of antibiotics, so because of those mechanisms. And enrofloxacin as a fluoroquinolone antibiotic sold by Bayer Corporation under the name Baytril. So results of our study showed that agroecosystems with different cultures characterize a specific soil microbiome. So we determined such functional groups like micromycetes, ammonifiers, oligotrophs, phytotrophs, anaerobic bacteria, and bacteria that fixing nitrogen from the air. How changed situation during contamination of this antibiotic in 5 years? So we can see in this table a significantly increased number of oligotrophs and phytotrophs, also anaerobic bacteria, but at the same time decreased number of nitrogen-fixing bacteria. Of course, such functional changes caused negative changes in integrity of soil microbiome. And this contamination affected not only functional, but also taxonomic structure of soil microbiome. Here you can see results of our investigation in beginning of our experiment. So totally we isolated 153 antibiotic-resistant bacteria, and 73 of them were escape pathogens. The highest number of escape pathogens, including also antibiotic-resistant bacteria, we isolated from the agroecosystem of Vitis vinifera and Rubus idaeus. And after 5 years using of organic manure that contained residues of antibiotic, we can see that number of antibiotic-resistant bacteria increased more than in 2 times, and including escape pathogens. So we isolated 331 antibiotic-resistant bacteria, and the third part of those bacteria, 162, were representatives of escape pathogens. Here you can see the most important results of our case study, the spreading escape pathogens in the agroecosystems and antibiotic resistance profile. So as you can see, significantly increased number of Enterococcus faecium and Pseudomonas aeruginosa in compared with 2016. And below, we also analyzed antibiotic resistance profile. As you can see, those escape pathogens characterize a high level of antibiotic resistance to majority of antibiotics. What does it mean? Those microorganisms, in this case, we are talking about bacteria, are very dangerous, first of all, for animals and for human health, and could be spreading from the agroecosystems with food production, because we choose such kind of plants, and for us it was interesting to analyze, because those plants, Vitis vinifera, Capsicum annum, Petroselenium crispum, we can use without additional thermic preparation. And well-known fact that nanoparticles of soil can absorb antibiotic-resistant microorganisms and spread them. So, for example, on surface of those plants, we can on surface of those plants, antibiotic-resistant bacteria can be spreading. Conclusions. So our research has shown that a systematic application of organic fertilizers containing residues of antibiotics leads to the disruption of the soil microbiome structure. Pharmaceutical contamination of agroecosystem has led to increase in the population of antibiotic-resistant microorganisms. And results of monitoring studies have shown that exogenous factors cause formation of environmental resistance and spread of antibiotic-resistant microorganisms. And the number of antibiotic-resistant bacteria during 5 years increased in 2.28 times, and escape pathogens also more than in 2 times. So what is essential? First of all, to combat the spread of those pathogens effectively, and it's imperative to implement agricultural protocols, ensure proper disposal of medicinal waste, and deploy effective water treatment methodologies, and coordinate effort to reduce antibiotic overuse and misuse in health care, also in agriculture and in animal farming. So those actions actually are key to protecting public health and preserving environment against the rising antimicrobial resistance. So thank you very much for your attention, and I think my presentation, I don't know if some questions I answered.
Thank you very much, dear Prof. Ludmila. Thank you again.
Thank you.
You have any question, dear Keozike and Flora? Okay, thank you again. Dear Keozike Wakizaka, I would like to invite dear Keozike Wakizaka. Dear Keozike works in Gelişim University in Turkey, and he is from Japan. Dear Keozike, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Control is on you, please. If you have presentation, you can share with share icon.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. As we heard, Professor Simochko and Mariko presented a presentation about the transformation of society and artificial intelligence from the perspectives of economy and agriculture. So we have to speak about the transformation of society and the development of artificial intelligence, especially from the discipline of political science and international relations. Of course, we saw that new style of social media and artificial intelligence transform the traditional structure of political life and society, especially the introduction of Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, ChatGPT, and so on transform the form of political participation and especially the formation of public opinion. Of course, before the invention of artificial intelligence, such as ChatGPT and so on, the making of the news and the formation of public opinion was under the monopoly of traditional media, such as television, radio, newspaper, and so on. So in this way, the formation of public opinion and mobilization of public were made by such traditional media and communications between society, political power, and mass media did not exist. But due to the introduction of social network service and ChatGPT, such monopoly of şu an toplantıdayım. Toplantıdayım şu an. Birazdan bitecek. Excuse me. After the invention of social network service, the monopoly over the formation of public opinion and publishing a news was collapsed finally, and everyone started to be able to make the news freely, and all the users of social media obtained the ability of making public opinion through news in social media and so on. So in this way, as we can see clearly, the advantage of traditional media such as television, radio, and so on began to be threatened politically. Besides, we often hear that important news began to be written by artificial intelligence, such as ChatGPT, not by human beings. So in this way, it seems that the objectivity of the publication of news was strengthened, and the role of journalists, existing media, and so on began to be threatened more. in fact, when we ask a question about jobs, which is about to be removed recently, one of the most one of jobs frequently referred are journalists, existing media, and so on. So in this way, the invention of artificial intelligence such as ChatGPT and so on changed the form of existence of traditional mass media, and traditional mass media began to be threatened. And at the same time, the monopoly over formation of public opinion is no longer valid, and every citizen obtained ability to form public opinion about certain topics. And of course, objectivity of news was strengthened because news is prepared by artificial intelligence, not by human beings. But of course, we have to refer to the disadvantages of using of artificial intelligence, such as ChatGPT and so on. Especially, when we see the current world, news, photographs, videos, and illustrations formed by intelligence media began to be used as propaganda of governments. Especially, for example, we can see them clearly in the case of presidential elections in the United States and wars in Ukraine and conflicts between Israel and Hamas, Hezbollah. For example, the news prepared by artificial intelligence, especially photographs, illustration, and video, is prepared by artificial intelligence, affected the result of presidential election. And of course, some news includes lies, but many people saw that watched the news is prepared by artificial intelligence, and
Okay, dear Kiyosike,
the situation.
the presentation finished. Yeah, because he has a problem. Understand?
Tamam.
Okay.
So in this way, we can see the disadvantages of the development of artificial intelligence in political life, because the data is uploaded by human being finally. So in this way, when we discuss artificial intelligence in political science, the ethical dimension also have to be discussed. Bitti hocam.
Okay, thank you, Kiyosike. Thank you, dear Kiyosike's valuable presentation and valuable information. Sorry about forgot dear Flora's situation. Dear Prof. Flora Merko is in Alexander Mercier University in Albania. and topic is economy. Dear Flora, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. You have any question about Dear Kevizike's presentation?
No, I have not.
Okay. Okay.
Congratulate the colleagues for the presentations.
Yes, I'm here. It's actually a very interesting topic because our colleague analyzed it actually situation and interconnected, yes, with economy and agriculture, and I absolutely agree that ongoing conflicts affect a lot economy, agriculture, and so on. And it's very important to implement this approach in science. I mean, with artificial intelligence. So now I think it's a future behind this kind of technologies and this
Dear
approach.
Ludmila, sorry,
yes.
I don't hear. Please again. Yeah.
Sorry, I was telling that very interesting presentation, and it's like a complex approach in this case. And I would like to ask, in your opinion, is it possible to predict, for example, with using artificial intelligence consequences of ongoing conflicts, how it will affect agricultural sector, for example?
Dear Kevizike, you heard
Yes.
question?
No.
Please control down your answer, please, if you can. Kevizike hocam.
Efendim, dinliyorum.
Kevizike hocam, duyabiliyor musunuz?
Duyuyorum şu an. Sizi duyuyorum.
Cevabı verebilirsem. Ludmila Hoca'nın sorusu vardı. Ona cevap verebilirseniz.
Ne soru neydi tam olarak?
Yapay zekayı iletişim ve agriculture'la birleşmesi hakkında bir sorusu oldu.
Ya
onu
ben agriculture'la ilgili çalışmadığım için ama tabii böyle
tamam. İletişim hakkında bilgi verelim hocam kısaca o zaman.
İletişim tabii özellikle tabii böyle haberlerin objektiflik konusunda zaten yapay zeka daha böyle Türkçe'den girdiği zaten bir şey.
For English please, if you can.
You know, the objectivity of news will be strengthened through using of artificial intelligence. Because you know, before the news was used to be written by human beings. So you know, the subjectivity was unavoidable during publication of news.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer. Thank you.
Okay. Communication is not good. Sorry about this internet communication. Some of them in Turkey was corrupt communication, internet communication. Sorry. Thank you again. Thank you for all speakers. Next Congress will be offline, inshallah, and oshallah. And thanks, God. Okay. Thank you again. Dear Ludmila, bye. And dear Flora, bye. And dear Kevizike, bye. Have a nice day.
Thanks for inviting us again in this conference. Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.
Bitti